In the vast and often perilous theater of the natural world, survival is an art form, a delicate dance between predator and prey. For some creatures, the ultimate expression of this art is not to fight, nor to flee, but to transform. Today, we're exploring 7 fascinating animals that curl up into a ball for protection or comfort. A seemingly simple act that is, in reality, a marvel of evolutionary engineering. This remarkable behavior, known as conglobation, is a strategy employed across the animal kingdom, from the armored mammals of the Americas to the smallest invertebrates beneath our feet. This act of curling into a sphere serves a multitude of purposes. For many, it is a formidable defensive posture, a way of presenting an impenetrable fortress to a would-be attacker. Hard shells, sharp spines, or tough scales become an all-encompassing shield, protecting the soft, vulnerable parts within. For others, it is a method of conserving precious body heat during a long, cold slumber, or a simple reflex to a sudden disturbance. It is a universal symbol of self-preservation, a retreat into a private, protected world. Join me now, as we journey across continents and through diverse habitats to witness these masters of transformation. We will uncover the intricate mechanics and the profound evolutionary pressures that have shaped this elegant survival tactic. From the sun-baked savannas to the damp leaf litter of the forest floor, we will see how the simple geometry of a sphere provides the perfect solution to some of life's most pressing challenges. The story of these animals is a testament to nature's ingenuity and its endless capacity for adaptation. Our journey begins on the grasslands of the Americas, home to a creature that seems to be a relic from a prehistoric age, the armadillo. Its name, from the Spanish, means little armored one, a fitting description for an animal clad in a bony shell. When danger approaches, often in the form of a coyote or a bobcat, the armadillo employs its signature defense. With surprising speed, it tucks its head and legs beneath its body, pulling its 2 large plates of shell together, transforming from a scurrying mammal into an almost perfect, unassailable sphere. This is not merely a passive defense, it is a dynamic, living fortress. The shell, composed of dermal bone plates covered in leathery keratin, is incredibly tough, capable of deflecting the teeth and claws of most predators. The animal inside remains motionless, waiting patiently for the threat to pass. It is a strategy of endurance, a test of the predator's persistence against the armadillo's impregnable design. Here, in this tightly wound ball, the soft underbelly, the most vulnerable part of the animal, is completely shielded from harm, a perfect example of anatomical form meeting a critical function. In the gardens and woodlands of Europe, Asia, and Africa, a much smaller yet equally well-defended creature makes its home. The hedgehog, a familiar nocturnal forager, relies on a different kind of armor. Its back is covered in a dense coat of thousands of sharp, keratinous spines. When alarmed, a complex network of muscles, particularly the powerful orbicularis muscle that runs along the sides of its body, contracts like a drawstring bag. This action pulls its spiny skin down and around its entire body, enclosing it in a formidable ball of spikes. Once encased, the hedgehog is a daunting prospect for any predator. Foxes, badgers, or birds of prey are met with a painful and impenetrable barrier. The sharp points of the spines deter any attempt to bite or grasp the creature. The hedgehog's face, legs, and soft belly are tucked away securely in the center of this prickly sphere. This defense is so effective that the animal can simply remain still, relying entirely on its passive protection. It is a masterful display of using one's own anatomy as both a shield and a deterrent, a spiny sanctuary in a world of sharp teeth. Deep in the forests and grasslands of Asia and Africa lives one of the world's most unusual and enigmatic mammals, the pangolin. Clad from head to tail in large, overlapping scales made of keratin, the same material as our fingernails, it resembles a walking artichoke or a living pine cone. These scales are its primary defense, and when threatened, the pangolin performs an act of transformation that is both beautiful and highly effective. It curls itself into an exceptionally tight ball, with its head tucked under its tail. The scales, which are soft on a newborn but harden as the animal matures, are sharp-edged and provide a near-impenetrable suit of armor. When rolled up, The pangolin presents a seamless sphere of these blade-like plates, leaving no weak points for a predator, such as a lion or a tiger, to exploit. It can even use its powerful tail to flick its sharp scales at an attacker if harassed. Tragically, this brilliant defense is ineffective against its greatest threat, human poachers. But against the forces of nature it was designed to face, the pangolin's ball is a masterpiece of defensive evolution. We now shrink our focus, moving from large mammals to the miniature world beneath our feet. Here, in the damp soil and under decaying logs, lives the common pillbug, or roly-poly. This small creature is not an insect, but a terrestrial crustacean, more closely related to shrimps and crabs. It breathes through gills and, well, requires a moist environment to survive. When it senses danger, a prowling spider, a curious bird, or even the touch of a human hand, it enacts the behavior that gives it its name. With remarkable speed, its segmented body plates articulate perfectly, allowing it to roll into a tiny, smooth sphere. This process, called conglobation, serves two purposes. It presents a hard, indigestible-looking object to potential predators, who may simply overlook it or find it impossible to consume. It also helps the pillbug to conserve precious moisture, a critical function for a crustacean living on land. This simple, reflexive action has allowed these tiny creatures to thrive across the globe, a testament to the fact that even the smallest of beings can possess a grand survival strategy. We return to the armadillo family, but to a specialist whose defensive posture is the most refined of all. The three-banded armadillo, native to South America, is the only species of armadillo that can completely enclose itself within its shell. Its carapace is unique, with two large, solid domes at the front and back, connected by three distinctive, flexible bands in the middle. This specific anatomy allows for an extraordinary degree of flexion, far greater than that of its cousins. When this armadillo rolls up, it is a masterclass in biological precision. The head and tail interlock perfectly, like a key in a lock, creating a seamless, airtight sphere with no gaps. This perfect seal protects it not only from the jaws of predators, but also makes it incredibly difficult for them to pry open. A jaguar, for instance, may bat the ball around, but gaining any purchase on the smooth, hard surface is nearly impossible. This animal has taken the armadillo family's defense to its evolutionary zenith, creating a portable, impregnable panic room. Not all curling is a response to immediate danger. For some, it is a posture of profound rest and conservation. Let us venture into the hedgerows and ancient woodlands of Europe to find the hazel dormouse. This tiny nocturnal rodent spends much of its life asleep. During the day, it curls into a tight ball to sleep in its woven nest, but it is during the long winter months that this behavior becomes critical for survival. The dormouse is a true hibernator, and to endure the cold, it must conserve every last bit of energy. It curls into a perfect sphere, tucking its head beneath its body and wrapping its long, furry tail around itself. This posture dramatically reduces the surface area of its body that is exposed to the cold air, minimizing heat loss. In this state, its heart rate, breathing, and metabolism slow to a fraction of their normal rates. The dormouse becomes a tiny, living ball of suspended animation, waiting for the warmth of spring. Here, the sphere is not a shield against a predator, but a shield against the relentless chill of winter itself. Our final subject takes us back to the forest floor, to a creature of many legs, the millipede. Often confused with centipedes, millipedes are slow-moving detritivores, feeding on decaying leaves and wood. They lack the speed or venomous bite of their centipede cousins, and so they rely on a different form of defense. When disturbed or threatened, many species of millipede will coil their long, segmented bodies into a tight, flat spiral, resembling a watch spring or a fossilized ammonite. This coiling action protects their more vulnerable legs and soft underside, leaving only their hard, chitinous exoskeleton exposed. But this is just the first line of defense. Many millipedes have an additional chemical weapon. Along the sides of their bodies are glands that, when the animal is coiled and under pressure, can secrete noxious, foul-smelling and often toxic compounds, such as hydrogen cyanide or benzoquinones. This combination of physical and chemical defense makes the coiled millipede a highly unpalatable and irritating meal for any potential predator, from ants to shrews. From the armored shell of the armadillo to the spiny coat of the hedgehog and the delicate coil of the millipede, we have seen a remarkable convergence of form and function. These incredible animals have evolved to curl up for survival, showing just how creative nature can be when faced with the relentless pressures of life. The sphere, one of geometry's most perfect shapes, has been adopted as the ultimate defensive posture, a sanctuary against attack and a shield against the elements. It is a powerful reminder that in the natural world, the most elegant solutions are often the most effective. This behavior, whether a panicked reflex or a deep seasonal slumber, connects these disparate creatures across the tree of life. It highlights a universal truth. The instinct to protect oneself is a fundamental driver of evolution. The resulting adaptations are not just curiosities, they are masterpieces of biological design, honed over millions of years. Each curled-up animal is a living sculpture, a testament to the enduring power of defense, conservation, and the sheer ingenuity inherent in the struggle for existence. As we continue to explore and understand our planet, we uncover more of these fascinating stories. Each one adds another layer to our appreciation of the complexity and beauty of the animal kingdom. Which animal surprised you the most? Was it the pangolin's unique scales or the dormouse's hibernating coil? Let us know in the comments. Your observations and questions help us all to learn more, and please remember to subscribe to Treasure of for more journeys into the wonders of the natural world.